Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest champagne. Thanks for tuning in. Big shout out to all the crypto maniacs out there tuning in. Happy Monday. We're back locked and loaded. We're back here in the trenches. Good morning to Rafterman here in the box. Guys, make sure you're touching those buttons. Like, subscribe, post notifications. Let the globe know that we're booming here with champagne. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Shout out to Jigger Romes, Bart, and the rest of the boomers. Were locked and loaded as Bitcoin and gold start to make some moves here. There's a little uncertainty on the markets as far as what's going to happen. And, I think people are kind of trading sideways here. And you're hearing a lot of noise of this second wave, more tests, more spikes, second wave, and they're pushing it. So I think the markets are on the sidelines here, and you're seeing some movements into Bitcoin and gold. Gold has gained some weight, and Bitcoin's gaining weight again after being quiet for a few days. Happy belated Father's Day, champ, says Jigger Romes. Thank you, Jigger. I'm not sure if you're a dad, but shout out to you. Bart, shout out to you. And Rafterman, shout out to you guys. Make sure you're touching the buttons. Good morning. We're locked and loaded. We'll be talking about the bits. Gold making gains. I got some SD bullion coins last week. It wasn't gold. I got silver. But, I like precious metals, guys. I'm not going to throw the whole bag on it, but it's nice to have it in your hands. I got a couple Silver Eagles 2020s. I think I got a 2017 there. I paid above spot. At the time I bought, it was about $17 spot, and I ended up paying $23 per coin. So, listen, someone's going to make money. But it's nice to have it in my hand here. Shout out to Lady Plants. Good morning to you. Let's go ahead and turn off these coins and share the screen as Bitcoin is starting to gain some weight now, topping now at 94.66 after dipping there to 92. Seems like we have some strong support at 9,000. Let's see what happens with the markets. I think this slight uncertainty, because this is short term, guys. The mid to long. Well, I don't know what's going to happen long term. Nobody does, but the midterm projections here are still bullish as far as the stocks. As long as the Fed keeps the money printer on for the short term, it's a good thing. Price wise, obviously, it's not a good thing. That's probably the wrong choice of words, but we ride the waves accordingly. 94.62 there on Bitcoin. Let's run down the markets. Did you guys see Compound entering the top 20? I let you guys know when it was less than 200 at the very beginning, when it was like ranked number 2,000. Now it's the talk of the town, and I think it's actually going to continue to gain weight. Guys, DeFi, Ethereum gaining weight today as well. You got the market cap at 269 billion for all of crypto. We got BTC dominance at 64.6. We got Bitcoin at 94.49, starting to make moves after dipping to 92. Ether is on a clear path back to 250, if you ask me. We're at 237, and then you got the Compound coin on Ether. Compound Finance introduced their coin. They're airdropping to both borrowers and lenders. So, technically, you can gain weight just by borrowing. If you took a loan out and you got dropped tokens, then maybe you ended up netting more than you spent. As the miners slowly sell off reserves when Bitcoin goes above 10K, the gains will peak in about 9 to 12 months, says Rafterman. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see come not CPKE. I think you're meaning peak. I'm misreading that, if anything. But yeah, we'll see. It's only, it's about patience here. But I wouldn't count Bitcoin out, and I think, what needs to be done, it has to conquer that 10K. But you're right, people start selling off once they see that 10,000. We sold off at 10,000 a portion of the bag. Not a lot, but we did take some gains, and I'm glad that we sold. Once things started going over 9K, we sold a little bit even at 7 and 8. I'm not gonna lie, in anticipation for the halving, and we do have some of that cash on hand, but we sold even more once it started locking over 9 and 10. Shout out to the pothead. Shout out to you. I see you. Let me drop a bomb. So you got Bitcoin Cash there at 236. Satoshi Vision, we skipped that. Litecoin there at 43. Binance 1625. EOS 255. Crypto.com is now top 10. This thing keeps gaining weight. It's at 12 cents. And although the supplier, I think it's WireX, or some outfit, the people that they use to serve their debit card or their crypto card, they came under scrutiny because they were audited and they lost like $1 billion. I don't know how you lose $1 billion, but the CEO, I believe, of Crypto.com came out and said that they're not affected because of their partner losing that money, that their money's backed up. So, you may just want to look into that and do the knowledge. I don't think that Crypto.com is directly impacted by that, but it's worth to know. Cardano's there at 8 cents. You got Tezos at 265. You got Chainlink there at 434. You got Stellar at 7. Leo at 117 and Monero at $65. But you could see here, no, it's actually slipped on the rankings. Number 23, Compound there at 260. At a moment, it went over, I think it was number 19. This thing was number 2,000 like last week. Granted, it was a brand new coin, but yeah, it really gained weight quickly. Bart says a lot of coins will see a 10x next bull run. Hopefully, Bart, hopefully. I mean, we're here. And even if it's a couple X, I'll take it, but we're focused on those blue chippers, those big dogs, those bits, those ethers, those coins that are going to be around. I'm looking to see ETH go about to 300 and perhaps closer to 500. We know how we have an all-time high here with ETH at 1,400. So seeing ETH approach 1,000 is quite possible to happen again, in my opinion. You got Salt running the ads heavy on the crypto loans. And that's what's going on. Shout out to Lady Plan. Shout out to the Pothead. Shout out to everybody out there. Let me go ahead and run down these stocks over here. Let's check out what's going on in stock market. S&P down. S&P's 0.01 in the red. So, it opened in the green slightly. So we're sideways on the S&P. Not much action there at 30.97. I saw it touch 31 there momentarily. Dow doing about the same there. 25.841. Crude is in the green. You got natural grass. Natural grass. I can use me some natural grass, I'll tell you that. Natural gas there at 1.698. So all the energy is in the green. Bonds are under pressure. This indicates to us that we may see a little red there on the stocks. Bonds are dropping there at 0.68. They're down almost 3%. Gold is on the run up, guys, and I would expect the metals to continue to hold. I mean, the metals are the store of value. I mean, we saw how gold behaved during the pandemic. It rebounded quicker than anything. You want to talk about a V-shaped recovery. Gold definitely had that V-shaped recovery. Now it's higher than it was before the pandemic. Silver there at 1780. Silver is actually moving more than gold today. And I'm glad I got those bullion coins. I'm going to redo a video because I shot a video. It came out upside down. I tried to rotate it, and I think I ended up deleting it. So I got 4 coins there off a Brave ad. Could you believe that? Brave ran an ad, and I clicked on it during the live stream. Later on that night, I got another ad on my mobile device. I clicked on the SD Bullion, and then I ordered some of those Eagles. Shout out to the Eagles. And you got the cryptos there at 2%. Shout out to Lady Plants. Shout out to Johnson. He says BNB, Binance. I like Binance. Listen, they tell you don't leave your coins on the exchanges, and I get it. And I mean, I'm not going to leave bags on the exchange, but I do have a little bit of ETH Classic there in a Binance savings, and earning 2% APR on the ETC. So they pay an ETC. So I mean, so far so good. I've been able to withdraw. Everything's so good. I mean, I understand. Listen, at any moment, anything can happen. I understand. Not your coins, not your keys. I get it. Not your keys, not your coins. But this is a risk that I'm willing to take. It's a small bag. A couple $100, so it's not a big deal. This weekend got 2 ounces of silver at $21. Woo! Let me drop a bomb on that one. That's a good deal. Yeah, it's a deal in the steal. I was reading some thread. I think it's on Reddit or one of these flipping threads. People selling things online, and these flippers. Flipper had came across a silverware set at the Goodwill. So this flipper was going and it came across some, used silverware. Someone gave it away not knowing it was real silver. Guy bought it for like $20 or $30, a whole set of silver. And after weighing it all, it was sterling silver. And I think it was like $800 or $900 worth of silver. So, I mean, next time you swing by a Goodwill, you may want to look at the silverware section and see if someone just gave it away. What is DeFi, says Johnson? Decentralized finance. And I think it's going to be the hottest thing in crypto. If If it wasn't for the Rona, this would be, I mean, it already is. Look what Compound is. So decentralized finance allows people to get loans and supply loans without a middleman or without a bank. It's all done through a smart contract. So you could loan or take loans out. So you could loan your collateral, your tokens, or you can get a loan. And this is all with no middleman. All basically with the smart contract. 21 each. Oh, okay, Rafterman. I thought you said you got 2 at 21. I was like, woo, 2 at 21 is $10.50 a pop. That would be a great deal. But even at 21, it's still a good deal. I mean, it's not spot price, but it's going to be difficult to buy at spot. I paid 23 for the coins that I got, brand new 2020s. DeFi will fuel the next altcoin crave, says Rafterman. I think so. It's definitely, the talk of this week has been Compound. Security tokens will be the hottest thing in crypto. T0, says Derek McLean. I like T0. I was checking that out. But what it is, that is a security. That's not really the crypto. I don't think that it's being traded on crypto exchanges. That's being traded on security, or it's not even being traded yet. I think they're trying to create an ecosystem, a means by which people can tokenize their securities or whatnot. But yeah, I like it, and I'm looking into it. But it's not. That's more of like a business investment than I think just like an altcoin. I don't think it's an altcoin traditionally the way we're looking at. This is a hybrid. It's more of a security. But either way, forget what it is. I think it's going to pump. I think it's a boomer. That is great without middleman. Future is here. Absolutely. DeFi going to make me reach, make me a reach beach. There you go. So yeah, there's all kinds of DeFi platforms, and look out for DeFi to sprout up on other blockchains other than Ether. We know that there's a little DeFi on EOS. I would expect it to pop up on Tron, Cardano, and more. Shout out to Double X. I see you. Boom. Let's run down the headlines. I was driving around. I had to do a couple things early this morning, and I'm just hearing the news, the AM radio. I listen to a little AM because I'm done with the FM, and I'm done with the pop, guys. The pop, and listen, to some of it's good. I like it, and I'll bump it sometimes, and I like it. I get it, but too much pop is like eating McDonald's all day. It tastes good, but you can't be, you can get a little sundae here and there, but you can't be, consuming that daily. It's toxic. So anyhow, I'm listening to the AM, which is toxic too. iHeartMedia owns everything anyway. But just to listen to some talk. And anyway, they're running this this second wave and the surge and I mean, come on, guys. The surge, and now they're trying to go at Donnie because Donnie didn't have the turnout. Apparently, he got attacked by TikTokers. TikTok is owned by China, right? So looks like the commies try to get involved. I don't know. I love my Celsius every Monday morning, says Rafterman. I like that too. I've been looking into Celsius. Rafterman, as far as the KYC on Celsius, did you have to take a picture right on the app, or did you upload just your ID? Because I know one of them, they're trying to do a whole biometric where you do a face scan and you can unlock the wallet that way. And I'm sure somebody likes that, but not me. So let me know how the KYC is. It just regular KYC like Coinbase or anything? You just put your information, send them your ID, and just wait for the thing, or do you got to start taking selfies of yourself, and you got to scan your face? What's going on? Irving says looking forward for Cardano. There you go. And lady plans to be ready for a patio at her house. It seems that she may be getting one of those DeFis. I mean, listen, you can go to Compound right now and get a loan on USDC coin for less than 3% if you have collateral, right? You don't even gotta, you just put the collateral up, and boom, you don't have to. It's instant, basically. FM radio like Fappin radio. Yeah, listen, some of the pop, I can't deny it. Obviously, some of it's good. I jam to some of the pop, but the best thing to compare it to is fast food. Listen, we all know McDonald's is bad, but who doesn't like a little sundae? You telling me it doesn't taste good? Obviously it's bad for you. Tell me you don't like McDonald's fries. They taste good. right? We know it's horrible, and you're not supposed to eat. And if you start eating that stuff all the time, it's going to be horrible for you. Rafterman says, was the question about Celsius? Yes, that question I had was about Celsius. Lots of DeFi coins getting pumped these days. Watch your steps. Set the stop loss. DeFi is like the private coin hype from some years ago. Just watch out, says Bart. Absolutely. I think at this point, the people here on this box, they've stepped on a few landmines, and they've already earned their stripes. I mean, we don't have to, we don't have to tell people to wear masks here. Okay, we're we're grown-ups. But yeah, you're right. Listen, at any of these projects, any of the crypto space, even the bits itself, you never know. I mean, even now with this new Bolton book that's going at Donnie, they're saying that Donnie instructed, I think, Mnuchin to go after Bitcoin, and apparently they want to ban it or not. I don't know. So listen, when you're in an unregulated space like crypto, anything can happen. When you're in the stock space, anything can happen, but more so even when there's less and less regulation. But yeah, we all tread lightly, and again, guys, especially if it's not if you don't have the keys to it. Whew. Celsius, Celsius also pumped. Not the time now to buy at all-time high. No, we're talking about actually using it though. Like people have been using it. Lost weight from just not eating French fries alone. They're so unhealthy. Yeah, just cut out the carbs and you'll lose weight. I mean, and don't drink anything but water. You'll lose weight. It's stop eating and so much. Stop eating after a certain time. You'll lose weight. I only had to put my information and not download anything. Okay. How about like a selfie? Did you have to take a selfie or anything, or did you you just uploaded your ID? Christozilla's in the box. Boom. Irving says, I sold too early the airline stocks. I mean, someone made gains on the airline stocks, but, I've seen the airlines lose more than I've seen them gain. I mean, I saw them gain at one point there, but then they started dumping again. And I'm not waiting around for that airline game. I mean, somebody made gains. I'll admit it. But I think there's a lot more than lost than made gains. Rafterman says no. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out because I remember doing some research on Celsius and a few others, and I was getting confused as to which one was the one that had you upload the biometric data directly. Yeah, same goes with the cruises, Irving. Someone's going to someone already made gains. I mean, we know the other day I saw the cruises going up, but, that was one day, and then they were losing for 3 or 4, Trappin says it's risky, the stocks. Yeah, I mean, it's all risky. The cryptos are as well. It's all risky. Listen, if you want to avoid risk, I don't know, contact Charles Schwab and get an FDIC insured checking account and make nothing. I don't know. And I don't even know if that's legit. You want to, like I said, at the end of the day, if you don't have it in your hands, that's all risky. You're letting another man hold your bags, maybe cash on hand, a coin on hand, something in your hand. Stocks is risky than crypto, LOL. I don't know if you're saying it is or isn't, but I would say they're both risky. Listen, there's funny bunny in both of them. I see the big gainers here and big losers over here on CoinMarketCap. Digibyte is gaining again after being dumped. Did Digibyte finally get listed by CoinMarketCap? I'm getting an ad from JM Bullion. Hold on. Boom. Let's look at their prices real quick. No. I ordered from SD Bullion. You could buy with Bitcoin in these places too. Bitcoin you can purchase. Let's see. In stock silver. What do they got here? A little bit more. 2020 American Eagles now as low as 24.88. I mean, I paid 23, so they're going up. And then they got the random ones. All right, let's get back to where we were at. Winners and losers. Swissborg's up. I heard about this one. This one is like is this one like a Coinbase out of Europe? Or was this the only site that was trading Compound or something? I don't remember. Let me check this. Is this like a Celsius or a Crypto.com based out of Switzerland? I remember someone talking about this. I'll get back to it. Not available in the U.S., so. Rafterman says, I've been on tech, big on Swissboard. Maybe that's where I've heard about it, but it's not available to U.S. customers now, so I'm not paying attention. Ontology's up, Celsius, IOST, Ren is up. And Compound is down today. It's finally dumping at 25%. But I mean, we showed you this coin when it was just a small fry, and here it is. I told you about Swiss zero fee buying if you hold their coin. You may have not. I don't know, but I have. We've heard about it, and I know that. Yeah, I've heard Ivan talk about it. But again, if you're U.S. based, there's nothing you can do about it. For now, at least. Stocks turns positive. Investors eye uptick in virus cases. That's what I keep hearing on the news. It's there seems like every other headline is the viruses went up and this went up, and so look out for that. Look out for that. I think we're going to be hearing all kinds of crazy stuff in the news till at least November. They're not going to stop. Celsius is making great moves. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on them. I remember checking them out, and so far, it's legit. Out of everything I've seen, I think Celsius pays the best rates. Now, we know that there is a discrepancy, though, with that Compound. They're paying pretty high interest rates for USD Tether, and you can get USDC for real cheap. So it seems like what the hustle is to get a loan for USDC, swap it into Tether, and loan out to Tether, and there's a bit of arbitrage there. Let me check out D Live. Shout out to my D Livers. I got to do a D Live things that make you go session this week. We've been doing them here and there, little pop up streams. Shout out to Christozilla. He dropped me an ice cream over there on D Live. If we get 5 people on D Live, I'll pass out some lemons. Trappin says Crypto.com is nice too. Yeah, I think it's the crypto with a Y, not with an I. But yeah, that one is one that we've been eyeing for over a year. Like that one's been, it's actually in our portfolio, the Crypto.com one. But that one I was really going to jump into getting a note at 6 cents, and then it dropped to 3, and I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't. I would have lost half my bag, but now it's at 12. Trappist says, I switched to it from Coinbase. Don't snipe me. Nah, I mean, they're both, KYCs. Did CoinMarketCap just go down? I'm getting a 404 on CoinMarketCap. And I'm still online. Loving life, says Rafterman. There you go. Yeah, Coinbase, Coinbase is no one's friend. My understanding is that last thing I heard about Coinbase, they were selling information to the IRS. I don't know if that's true or not, but, Trappin says, I used to love it. Yeah, but, a lot of people are moving over to Crypto.com. The only thing that got me a little weary about Crypto.com is that they're not U.S. based. That's the only thing, but whatever, It's crazy all the farming that's going on DeFi. Let's see. Farming's, and let's see what's really going on with the DeFi. There's all kinds of stuff going on with DeFi. Trappin says, yeah, KYC sucks. Yeah, but Coinbase has KYC and crypto.com. So, if you're switching from Coinbase to crypto.com, it's not like, you still got to do KYC, And the Celsius is KYC. Most of these things are KYC. Except the things like Compound Finance is not KYC. But in an instant, if you're going to sell any of these stable coins for actual US dollars, you're going to have to do it through an exchange that's KYC. So let's say you end up taking the loan out and doing everything and getting the stable coin. Where are you going to sell those stable coins? Could you sell stable coins on local Bitcoins? I don't know. KYC is part of life unless you put in hard work. Yeah, but you're right. Absolutely. And it is what it is. I just think that the crypto community expected to circumvent the KYC, but that's not the case. Because as we've learned, the majority of these coins are just surveillance coins. So that's what it is. And so basically it's nothing different. It's like, Robinhood is KYC. The stocks are KYC. And it is what it is. Trappin says, I hate KYC. That's a strong word, but I understand. Like, I get it, But it's not as big of a deal. Like, if you've traded stocks and whatnot, it's KYC. If you're going to get into real estate, it's KYC. What big investment is not KYC? How about that? What big investments are not KYC? Yeah, unless you're buying direct from a person, it's really hard to get around it. Exactly. So, that's not something that I'm that concerned about, It is what it is. Something that, you're always going to have the government breathing down your neck for taxes. Now, we're going to see how much they're going to tax or not, But yeah, all big investments. Real estate's KYC. You want to get into buying a property, you got to, even if you got cash for it, you got to KYC it. The only other one's drug dealing. There you go. So the black markets, yeah, But not all drug dealing, because pharmacies are KYC too. And in order to get a prescription to buy drugs, you need to KYC. So, and that industry is bigger than the black market industry, So even drug dealing is KYC too. You want to go to your CVS or something, you're going to get KYC to get your medication. So it's something you deal with, When you go to the store, they charge you tax, Something to deal with. It's not like you don't go to the store because they're going to charge you a little tax. I'm sure you would go to another one if they tax less, though. Trappin says, I think they won't know if you never cash out to USD. I guess not. I don't know. Like, if your account is never attached to a KYC account, then I don't see how it could be tracked. But how would you? I guess you would only have to buy things in Bitcoin or something. I don't know. But let's say if you go buy something in Bitcoin, then, if you ship it to your house, I don't know. Like at the end of the day, I'll pay my taxes and keep moving. I'm not trying to shake that. I'm going to pay my taxes. I know that taxation's theft, but you got to pick your battles, guys. U.S. license should not cover KYC's voting, medical history, and digital wallet. Right. It shouldn't. A U.S. license should cover KYC's voting, medical history, and digital wallet. I don't know. I don't know if I want all that information. I don't even know if I should have to have a license to operate a vehicle. But that's a whole nother thing. I don't want to give more information, But yeah, I could see outfits they try to do everything all at once. Like you got your Civic, you got EOS is trying to do stuff like that. KYC is to avoid money laundering. We all need to pay taxes. I don't know if I guess it's KYC is to avoid KYC is so that they can exploit you. KYC is so that they can get all their money. And they call it money laundering, but that's just keeping your stuff. Listen, let's call it for what it is. Taxation is theft. It's a form of extortion, because if you don't pay the tax, then they're going to come and take it by force. That's being extorted. So let's call it for what it is. All these other little terms around it are cute, but so let's call it for what it is. Yeah, KYC so that they can extort you. And it is what it is. I mean, and I'm complying because, I don't got the big gun. There's certain battles you fight and certain battles you don't fight. Find me a society, though. Find me a successful society where there's zero taxes. There's going to be one somewhere. I'll tell you that much. I want them as least as possible. I'll tell you that much. I think that's why many BTCers that got rich into 2017 went to Asia so they could avoid taxes. Yeah, I don't know. But listen, if you got rich, then just pay the taxes. It's like saying, no, I don't want to claim my lottery because I got to pay the taxes. That doesn't make sense to me. It's like, you won the lottery, pay the taxes and get your money. It's like you're going to end up with more than you did before. So sometimes it doesn't really make sense to me. It's like if you're making money, then, whatever. Obviously it's extortion. Obviously, I get it, But that argument aside, money laundering. You don't see the stock market? That's money laundering. Yeah, Lady Plants knows what's going on. I guess what we could agree with is that what do we expect? KYC is going to be there, and it is what it is. If you want to avoid KYC, I can point you to Monero, guys. There it is. And, we've talked about it. I don't know how many thousand times. It's Monero. It's not Bitcoin. It's not the other coins. It's Monero. Okay? I'm sure there's other ones, but Monero is the biggest one. And that's the final. I don't know if it's the final, but I guess it's the top of the heap right now as far as privacy and avoiding all that. There you go. Or just move to Puerto Rico, zero capital gains tax. That's correct. That's true. There is incentives right now for to move to Puerto Rico. Absolutely. And you don't have to stay there all the year. You got to just live there for at least the majority of the year. So 6 months plus. So like 6 months and a day or something. And my understanding is that there's some cheap real estate out there in Puerto Rico now after they experienced the hurricane and everything got messed up out there. I don't know if that's true. I haven't been to Puerto Rico since then. I don't know. Yeah, I even have a whole video about Puerto Rico and the gains tax. So with Ledger X, the Bitcoin options, I noticed this weekend I got a call filled, a call that I was selling. And I've been doing that option. That's KYC as well. I know the deal. I'll have to pay taxes on the gains I made. I get it. Anyhow, so what I'll recap. So July 31st contract, I sold a call for $11K. A strike price $11K. I got to pay the premium of $400. Okay, so I'll sell. I'm agreeing to sell a Bitcoin at $11,000 on July 31st if the price of Bitcoin is above $11,000. Okay? So, my contract will only get executed is if the price of Bitcoin's above 11K. And I'll tell you, I'm betting for it not to be. I don't think it's going to be above 11K on July 31st. So I think that contract is going to expire worthless, and I'm going to keep the premium. Now, if the opposite happens and Bitcoin is above 11,000, I'm going to be forced to sell my bits at that price, but I get to keep the premium anyway and collect the 11,000 for the bits anyway. You see what I'm saying? So, it's a cool way to generate some income off your Bitcoin. There's a risk involved. You end up having to sell it if your number comes up. Now you could also do the same with cash. You could sell puts. Excuse me. You could do the opposite. You could say, well, if I'll buy Bitcoin on July 31st for $10,000, but you got to pay me up front to get into that contract. So there's all kinds of cool stuff you could do with the BTC options. I'm on LedgerX, and we'll see how it works. That's cool though. But the gains that I've made on Robinhood options with the put credit spreads have been, I'm getting into plays where there's like 80% probability of winning. And, you're putting up like $100 collateral to receive a $25 credit. And, you would be like, that's like a 25% ROI. But it's even more when you consider that you're receiving the $25 credit for putting up the $100 collateral. So you're only really risking 75. So those are the types of deals that I try to shop for on the hood. And I've been successful with eBay, Slack, and NVIDIA on some of those put credit spread. I have a video where I explain a little bit more. I actually put an order and you could track it and ended up being successful. It's there on my channel. Yep, only 183 days and 4% income tax if you have a business, says Derek McLean regarding moving to Puerto Rico for tax advantages. Okay, yeah, I don't know if that's absolutely true, but it sounds right, Derek. I think that sounds about right. If anybody listening, you're gonna have to, do your own research, obviously. But I think, yeah, that's about right. I don't know if the 4% is right, but I know you got to live there for most of the year, and there's some incentives if you guys, are interested in that. Yeah, because there's some places. I mean, look at New York State, guys. They hit you up. Okay, so you pay the feds. You pay the Fed the tax. Boom. Then you got to pay the state the tax. Boom. And then you got to pay the city the tax. Boom. I mean, some people can't. The rent is too damn high. It's too much. See who the gainers are here with the stocks and. So you got Royal, Norwegian, they're getting clapped. Yelp is getting clapped. Maker is getting clapped against ETH, which is interesting, being that compound is moving. Marathon Oil is down 3%. Let me see who the winners are today. You can see Fastly. This is a play. Actually, I did a spread on this one. Fastly is like a cloud service and more, but they compete like against Cloudflare and whatnot. And this thing has been gaining weight like no other. It's at $70 now. This has been on our watch list for maybe a few weeks, and strong buy. It's a boomer, and I made gains last week with that play. Square's also up 6%. Upwork. This one I know Derek was talking about too, and I'm crazy about Fiverr, and this one's up in the same kind of category. Upwork is making movements, up another 6.4% today at $13, and look who's right under it, Fiverr right there, basically making gains as well. And I got bags of Fiverr. I like Fiverr, okay? I like Fiverr. Now, the options contracts on Fiverr, they're not as plentiful as, something like Work or eBay. I don't know why, but, I have the actual underlying stock, and, it's been making move. Look at this move since March, guys. This thing has been all the way up. This thing has become a giant. And I've said this before. I think the only competitor close to it is probably Upwork, but it's not even the same thing, So keep an eye on Fiverr. I'm bullish on both of them. I just happen to have Fiverr booming, and they're based out of Israel, so they're positioning themselves to make gains. Look at it, and Derek says it at the same time. I swear. After I say that, I look at your comment. Fiverr is an Israeli company. Yeah, they're making gains, guys. Listen, the bagels, they run the banks, right? They make gains. So, something to consider. Let me shout out people here on DLive. What's going on DLive? 2 people on DLive. Give me 5 on DLive and we'll start booming over there. DAI is up. ETH against USD is up. Link is up. Snapchat is up. Zoom is up. Etsy is up. PayPal is up. ETH against Bitcoin is up. Shopify is up. Logitech is up. These are some of the stuffs I'm watching, guys. So keep your eyes open. I mean, listen, I'm looking at crypto. I'm looking at stocks. They're all speculative to me. Okay, they're all end up KYC anyway, guys. You're gonna get KYC'd on the crypto too. Okay, so deal with it. And if you really are that concerned about KYC, then just get Monero and become a hermit. Kaboom! Dolphin 134. I see you. So yeah, that's what's going on. Roku's up. A little Bitcoin's up too, and the gold is up too. Let's look at gold. Where's gold at? GLD. Gold's headed to 1800. We're at 1758 there on gold. And look at gold. You're talking about a V-shaped recovery and beyond. Look at that. Booming. Strong buy on gold. Listen, if there's a bit of uncertainty with this second wave, okay? Listen, you know how I feel about this thing. But the media right now is basically somewhat in control. And, the mainstream narrative is if it's second wave, then the markets may get impacted. So we got to think, we got to consider this. And if there's a little uncertainty, you could start seeing people trickle down into the gold, into the metals as they did, guys. Listen, gold took the hit, but it rebounded quicker than it. Look at the rebound. It rebounded, but before the end of March, it was already back to where it was at almost. By mid-April, it had already gone further than it did before the pandemic. It was already priced higher than it was before the pandemic. So, I mean, keep an eye on gold. Now, are we going to wake up to a, $5,000 gold anytime soon? I don't think so. I mean, I would receive it, but I don't think so. But you want to talk about a store of value. Strong buy, strong buy, strong buy. I mean, I got those silver coins there as well. Silver moving. Silver is moving more than gold today, actually. Silver at 1783, and you can see the recovery not as strong though for silver. It's not as a pronounced V-shaped recovery, and silver still hasn't exceeded its all-time high before the pandemic, which was 18.5, I believe. BISC is Canadian, says Rafterman. I don't know. I know that BISC is like a decentralized exchange. I don't know. But I got those silver coins locked in, and I would like to have more gold, but it's way more expensive than silver. And I think what's crazy, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I think this is what the deal is. The supply of silver is about the same as the supply of gold, but look at the price discrepancy. Like weight-wise, I think there's the same amount of silver as there is gold. Someone may want to fact check me on this because I could be wrong. Check out CoinDesk, see what they're talking about. I'll take a few more comments and questions. I'll keep this one less than an hour. I just wanted to touch base with you guys. Look what the New York Fed saying, Bitcoin just another fiat. When people trash the bits, I mean, I don't even really pay attention. I'll be honest with you. How about Cointelegraph? Anything exciting over there? A DeFi conference. Okay, what's up with that? Roto-Rooter talks a lot on silver. Yeah, he does. I think valuing. I think he talks more on silver than I would, or than I do, and maybe, in my opinion, believes in it more than I would. But we could both agree that there's value in silver. That absolutely. 6 months there and 6 months in Florida. Oh my OMG, I love that. Says Lady Plants talking about Puerto Rico. Yeah, look into it. Puerto Rico taxes are cheap, and I think that living in Puerto Rico is cheap. I don't know. I heard that you can get some deals and steals out there because they got slammed. Now the other thing is though, you get caught out there in a hurricane or something. They were for 3-4 months without power in some places, right? It's it's pretty wild. No wonder they want you to move over there because it's probably not the easiest place to live. I don't know. I mean, I've been there, cruising through, but I haven't stayed there for months on end or anything like that. Yeah, so look that up, guys, about Puerto Rico. I'll take a few more comments. I want to see if I got anybody on D Live I can send lemon twos. No, we only got 2 people. So, yeah, we'll skip that. I got to get off line because I got a couple things to do. But let me shout you guys out. Shout out to Lady Plants, Rafterman, Dolphin, and the rest of the pumpers out there. I'll go ahead and fire up another live stream tomorrow. And if I can today, I'll do a pop-up here on D Live. So make sure you have those post notifications on. On that note, stay strong out there, guys. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne. Thanks for tuning in.